Hey guys, welcome to today's video where I'm going to be continuing on the Dividend TFSA series. So basically, just as a quick summary of the series so far, I am on month 6 of my investing journey. I'm an 18-year-old Canadian who is looking to get long-term passive income from this portfolio. So, I'm obviously staying with my TFSA contribution limits. So right now mine is $12,000, but I kind of want a dollar cost average in. So I am doing $500 every single month. And yeah, that works out to $6,000 a year. Hopefully, in 2023, the contribution limit gets increased, so I can do a bit more than that. But I'm happy with putting $500 in a month so far, so it's worked out pretty good, and that's going to be my strategy for the rest of this year. But I'll show you what moves I've made and what my portfolio's done since September of 2021. And let's just get into a quick portfolio summary here. So Algonquin Power, I have 39 shares and I'm down about 6%. Couche-Tard, I am up 8.64% on 8 shares. I'm down 7.8% on Brookfield, but I only have 2 shares, so it's a pretty minimal effect there. Bell, I have 6 shares and I'm up 3.5%. CNR, I'm up about 6% on 2 shares. Canadian Utilities, I am up 2.18% on 3 shares. Emera, I'm up about 1% on 4 shares. Enbridge, which pays a really high dividend, I'm up 5% on. So that's done pretty well for me so far because I've held it for a while now. It's paid me like a 6.5% dividend yield, give or take a percent or so, because it fluctuates quite a bit because it's so high. But they've been able to maintain that dividend yield. So I've done pretty well on this, even though it looks like I'm only up 5%. They've actually paid me a bit more of that in dividend as well. So Fortis, I'm up about 3% on 7 shares. Manulife, I am up almost 10% on 37 shares, which is pretty good. That's almost $100 I'm up. Pizza, which is a good monthly dividend player, I am down about 1% on 9 shares. And then I'm up on Smart Center Real Estate, but I'm down on RioCan. I have 8 shares of each. They're both REITs, so real estate investment trusts, and they also pay monthly dividends. So these are the 3 monthly dividends payers I have. Just if you guys are starting a portfolio and you want to get into REITs or any monthly dividend company like Pizza, for example, what I kind of wish I did was I thought about this like last week. I'm not going to sell any of these because I just don't see a point now. I don't have a large position, but what I would do if I was you, if I was starting this portfolio today, I would only pick one of these 3 and try and get a dividend snowball with one of them. So every month I get one more share from my dividends, because obviously the dividends don't count towards your contribution room, because you can contribute $6,000 a year plus whatever dividend income you make. So let's just say every month you got paid $22.35 in dividends from RioCan, then you can just instantly buy another share. So you have a nice drip going and the snowball effect. That's what I would do, because that's the quickest way you're basically getting a free stock every month. It's 12 free stocks a year. It adds up over time. And I definitely would do that if I restarted this. And I think I'm going to start trying to do this with one of them. I think I'm going to pick Pizza, because obviously, that would be the easiest because it's the cheapest stock race. But I might pick RioCan or Smart Centers. We'll see. But I'm definitely going to start investing in one of these more heavily just because of that reasoning. And then we have Suncor here, 4 shares, and I'm up 10.41%. And I just bought this company not too long ago, so this stock's had a nice jump recently. TELUS, I am up 2.4% on 18 shares. TD, which is my biggest holding, I just bought another share a couple days ago, actually, and I'm up 23% on them. And I just started buying them at the beginning of September, so that's pretty incredible. TD's obviously done well. And then just the last one's the VFE index fund. I just put whenever I have like $14 or whatever, I just throw it into the index fund and get fractional shares here. I like keeping even shares on all my stocks for whatever reason. That's just me. But anyway, I'll go to the last day. I was up $154 in the last day. Last week, I am up $300, so 4%. I'm doing pretty well in the last week. In the last month, I'm up $221. The last 3 months, I'm up 7% or $468. And then in the last year, so this is my all time, the same thing. I'm up 10% or $640, which I think is pretty good. Obviously, I could be up a lot more if I just invested all my money in September into TD, like $6,000 just right into TD. But that wouldn't really be good because the stock could be like the same price or even lower, right? That's why it's important to have this diversified portfolio. Like you could still be down if the market's down, but what I really care about is the dividend income. So like if a stock's really down, it doesn't really bother me too much because I'm more focused on the passive income I receive from this every month, which I'll get into now um, on the spreadsheet here in a second. But I'm definitely more focused on the dividend income. So it really doesn't bother me if the market's down, but I just happen to be up and I timed the market pretty well. But anyway, here's my spreadsheet. So basically, it's just the same information, kind of my average cost and how much I'm up on each stock. So it doesn't really matter. I just kind of went over this, but the dividend history here. So you can see in October, I made $6.74. That's mostly because I wasn't, invested in the market or in the companies long enough to actually receive uh, the dividend because I just started investing in September. So I was only eligible for a couple. But it's also because a lot of dividend companies don't pay pay dividends in that month. Sorry. And then in November, I started to get a bit more. So Toronto Dominion Bank paid me in November, RioCan, Smart Centers, Amera. So I got $14.79. And then Enbridge in December. So they're a pretty big dividend payer for me. My Life is another big one. And I got $24 in December. And in January, my best month to date, I got the best month and I got $32.65. A nice one from TD there on the 31st to push me over last month's total. Now February is going to be a worse month than January just because I don't have as many companies paying me. But if you look at the dividend summary here, it's kind of cool. You can see that I've already almost made as much from September or October, November, and December. In 1 month, I almost made all that. So it's going to be really cool when I get to 2024 and I look back and see it growing over time. And I really can't wait till I have to scroll over when I'm a bit older. We'll see if the spreadsheet keeps going. I have to make room here in a second in a couple of decades when I get to the Z column, but I'm sure it's going to go by pretty fast, which I don't want. I want it to go by slow, but then again, I want to see my portfolio big. It's kind of like I don't want to wish my to get over here because I don't want to get older, but then again, it's going to be cool and I can look back when I am older. And then the buying history, I don't really update this too often. I haven't updated it in a while because there's no point really. I find if I can just get the average cost and whatever here. But so the estimated annual income is $265. But if you go over to track my dividends, I can kind of see the upcoming dividends I have. So we'll take a look at this. So we'll just assume these are confirmed for the sake of this video, but as you can see, I'm not getting too much in February. So on the 15th, Pizza, Amera, Canadian Utilities, Smart Centers, Brookfield, and then on the 28th, RioCan. And then February is obviously a shortened month, but that February is not going to be a huge month for me at all because not many companies pay dividends in February. Only not even Canadian Utilities. They pay it in March. So yeah, but those are the ones paying in February, and then in March it looks like I'm gonna have a pretty good month. We can see here. So March I'll have Canadian Utilities, Couche-Tard, Enbridge, Fortis, Pizza, Manulife, Suncor, Smart Centers, RioCan, and CNR, and then VFV. So that'll be a good month. And then April will be a pretty big month as well because I have TD in there, and then I have Algonquin in there and Bell. So those are some big stocks, big holdings in my portfolio. So March is going to be a good month. February is going to be kind of slower for the dividends. So you can see on the graph, about $5 in March, 27 estimated in March, 34 in April, and just kind of will repeat this cycle. But obviously these will grow because this chart doesn't take into account that I'm going to be reinvesting those dividends and also contributing $500 a month. Anyways, that's going to wrap up the video. Subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video and want to follow my journey as I go along and get a bit older. and hopefully this portfolio will continue to grow as it's done so far. If you guys have any feedback or anything, please leave it in the comments because I'm always open for feedback. And this is kind of just a video I put together. I don't do too much editing in this one like some of my other videos. But yeah, make sure to subscribe. And if you are from Canada and want to open a stock investing portfolio, like a TFSA or anything like that, there's a Wealthsimple link in the description. It helps out me and it helps out you. If you use that link, you get the value of 2 free stocks upon signing up. And if you can also use it for crypto if you want. I have a crypto link as well for Newton down there if you guys can check that out. Do research on the platforms before you use them because they might not be the best for you. I researched and I thought they were the best for me, but you guys form your own opinions after watching some YouTube videos on each platform. I'd research like the top ones in Canada and I'd find the one that works for you. Like if you want to invest with your bank, that might be better for you. I liked Wealthsimple, so that worked for me. But I don't want everyone just to use Wealthsimple. I want everyone to use what's best for them. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.